Hello guys. So I have a channeled message from from Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston. I'm just gonna get into it, okay? First and foremost, I'm pretty sure this is going to be strictly for musicians out there, because this is so music heavy. So I feel like if you're not a musician in particular, like anywhere in the music industry, well, no, I'm really getting just singers. If you're not a singer, I feel like this isn't for you, but I guess you can watch if you want. But anyway, so first and foremost, what I'm wearing was a message because I was about to take my bonnet off, do my hair, you know, do my usual thing, even if it is just putting it up in a ponytail. I was gonna remove my bonnet, but I was told not to do that because someone out there is caring too much about what something looks like. You're caring like, no, yeah, literally just that. You're caring too much about what it looks like when that really doesn't matter. The look of it doesn't matter. So that's a specific message for someone out there that move on from that, because that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Also, someone else might not like the look of the messenger, but the messenger is correct. That's another message. I also got the song Don't Matter by Akon to go along with that message. I'm also hearing Africa. Okay, I'm supposed to do this one next. I also heard Kobe had it right with MJ. Michael Jordan, I should say. Okay, I got a blue butterfly, and that made me think of the throat chakra, and that immediately made me think of music again. And I heard Coming Out of Hiding. I wanted to put Coming Out of a Cocoon, but hiding is what I wrote down, so I guess you're coming out of hiding finally. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys how I guess they want to say how they came in. So Michael Jackson, I was wondering whether, like, what zodiac signs they were, and I was like, I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson is a Virgo, and that's all I knew. I didn't know what birthday. I just knew he was a Virgo because a lot of people compare him to Beyonce. Beyonce's a Virgo, so I'm like, Virgos. I don't need to explain myself. Anyway, so when I said that, he was like, yeah, I have the same birthday as Marvin. Marvin is my cousin. So I was like, there's no way you have the same birthday as him. And I'm about to look this up right now, and you have the same birthday as him. And lo and behold, same birthday as Michael Jackson. So he wanted to say that to prove he was here or something, like he wanted to prove it to me that he was here. Some people might not be believing this message because it's coming from him and her. Like you guys are in disbelief that it's them, which is, you know, fair, because this morning I was like, ain't no way, but they were like, yeah. So okay, there's something about having faith. So continue watching the video if you're someone who doesn't have faith in this, because there's going to be a message for you even at the end. So continue watching. With the whole Virgo thing, ooh, I literally just, instead of crossing it out, I underlined cousin is significant. So a cousin, and a bird just literally flew right above me. A cousin is significant, and they're a Virgo. Yes, very, very significant. Okay, a Leo also could be significant just in general because I brought up Whitney Houston. Okay. Also, someone's first crush, their name was Justin. I heard crickets, and I heard lots of luck all of a sudden. I heard 101. I heard 16 candles. I think that's a movie. What else? Okay, I heard stands, and then I heard can't come through, right? And then I heard like shouting at me, stop worshiping us. And then I heard God is an assistant. Okay, so with the whole God is an assistant thing, this came about because I was talking to my mom about manifesting, and she is someone who is someone who grew up in the church, so understanding the concept of God is very easy for her. So when it comes to manifesting, of course, I'm not going to try to change her beliefs. I'm just going to work with what she already got going on, and that is the church. So I just made manifesting a part of, like, you know, like relating it to religion. And with that, I started telling her that God should be like a coworker. And then I immediately heard after that, they were like, no, God is an assistant. And I was like, no, God is actually an assistant when you really think about it, because he is that person that you entrust to handle everything, right? And you should be treating him like that. Like, it shouldn't be something that's he shouldn't be something that's worshipped. Like, something that's a part of you isn't going to be worshipped. He's a part of you. So why would you be worshiping something that's a part of you? Also, if you are just like imagining him as an assistant, would you worship your assistant? No, you would very much appreciate them for doing their job, which is exactly what God is doing when you ask him to do anything. That's his job. Ask him to do it, and he will. Also believe that it'll be done. But yeah, he's an assistant, not something to be worshipped. That's very much something out there for someone, because this whole thing, like, even I want to say, I don't even know when I made was it a TikTok or something on YouTube, like a YouTube short, where I was like, Jesus is my sibling, so sibling rivalry has been initiated because he's my equal. Like, he's supposed to be equal. Like, the whole point in him was to prove to people that even you can do what he's doing. Like, that's why he was born in the situation that he is in, so everyone can understand, hey, you can do this too. No matter what life you are born into, you can do it too. You don't have to be a king in order to do the same exact things I'm doing. But everyone wants to worship. Why are we worshiping? We get the concept of worship and respect confused, and that's turned now into us worshiping all these singers. I think that's what this is, how it's coming full circle here. You guys are worshiping your idols. You're worshiping your idols. Like, you literally turn them into idols. You turn them into gods. Why? When they're literally your peers. They're not above you. Okay, let me keep going. So you should be, I heard also the whole worship versus respect. You should be respecting their talent, not worshiping them. It's turned into worshiping them as people when that doesn't matter. No, like, that does not matter at all. The people the people don't matter. That's also another one. The person doesn't matter. Okay, I got write down all your lyrics because you're getting downloads. There's someone that idolizes Bon Jovi in particular, and your intuition is right, because I wrote that in purple for some reason. That's the only thing I have purple on here. And I thought of the crown chakra, and your intuition is on point. Whatever you're thinking, you're right. So that's a message for someone. Okay, let's talk about Whitney. So last night in the shower, I was playing Beyonce, and the song Listen came on. For some reason, when the song came on, in my mind, like, I always sing that song in the shower. The shower is my stage. I go crazy in the shower. The song came on, and for some reason I said to myself, oh, this is gonna be hard to sing. And then I heard, you think this is hard, watch this, right? When I tell y'all, I have never sung that song with more feeling in my life, with more soul in my life. And it's because the whole point again was for me not to idolize even Beyonce. Like, I'm not supposed to even idolize her talent, because the whole point in talent is, like, you appreciate it and get inspiration from it in order to create your own art. And you're supposed to get inspiration from everything. You know what I mean? It's not meant to be idolized. It's meant to be appreciated. And we've gotten to the point where we're idolizing these things. We're making them gods when they're not. They are gods in their own right, but They're not a God for you to worship. The only person that's supposed to be worshiping them is themselves. Because they are God. Am I making sense? Okay, girl, I'm just gonna keep going. Anyway, so back to what I was saying about listen. So I sang it, I was like, oh my God, that was so good. And then right after that, the song Dangerously in Love came on. And then when I started singing that song, I felt like I was being coached as I was singing. I heard like, there was certain points where I heard like pull back, pull back, pull back. And then I pulled back. And it was kind of like, I couldn't even like force my voice out, even if I was trying to belt the lyrics out. I couldn't. Like, I literally felt like my body was being pulled back. My voice was being pulled back. That whole point was to now sleep on it. Because now when I woke up in the morning, they were so clearly there. They were so clearly there. And she wanted me to bring that up. That like, hey, we're not meant to be idolized because we can't come through. When we idolize these past artists, and I think that's why these two came in particular, because they're two artists that people really do idolize that have passed and always say there's nothing better than these two. There's no one better than these two. People are always saying that when it's not true. It's not true. There's so many talents better than them because these people that have passed. See, these two, okay. These two, Michael and Whitney, are people who understood the creative process. They understood it. That's why they were so good, because they were very much channels for the art. They were channels for the art. When it came to Whitney, it was the singing, and when it came to Michael, it was the dancing and the music videos, okay, you want to list all your accomplishments? But you get what I'm saying. Like, it was they were creative geniuses in their own right. Everyone says that Whitney has like the best voice of ever. And it holds us stagnant as a society when we do that. It holds the art stagnant when we do that, because these two want to come through to these people who are idolizing them. So let's say you're an artist right now, you're a singer, and one of these two is your favorite artist of all time. Like, you literally like hold them at the highest regard. You're not supposed to do that, because then they can't come through. There's a reason why you hold them to the highest regard. There's a reason why you connect with them. It's because they aren't supposed to come through your art. They are going to come through you. But you're not letting them because you're holding them at such a high regard. Like, lower the pedestal, lower them down so they can come through. And okay, now I heard that someone's like, oh, are they gonna come through like for everybody? Yes, they're gonna come through for everybody, because here's the thing. No one, there's not one person in this world that has the same exact music taste as the next person. Same exact thing to a T. There's going to be one artist. There's going to be that one artist that's different, that comes through for you, that makes your art different. That's the point. It's the mixture of all these artists that you like is meant to now create your art. You're not supposed to hold them at a high regard, because they are going to come through to help you. You hold that, you see them as such like you're connected to them. You're connected. Okay, soul family. That's what I heard. They're soul family. That's why you're connected to them. And you're not supposed to hold them at such a high regard. That's why, again, coming back to the whole God is an assistant thing, God is meant to stand next to you. They're meant to stand next to you. They're not better than you. They're your peers. And if they're your peers, they can now help you be your community when it comes to building your art. Ooh-wee, girl. All right, interesting. Love that for you guys. And that's okay, and that's why Whitney came through when I was singing that song, because she's like, see, if someone just asks, if someone is just like, oh, I'm better than her. I'm better than her because she's helping me through this. I'm better because it's me and her now building art. Do you get what I'm saying? You're adding to her. No, she's adding to you. Because again, stop idolizing her. She's adding to you. There's a reason why you're connected to her. She's soul family. But I'm also supposed to say, the way that these two were treated, especially Whitney, the way that these two were treated, you guys are now treating Beyonce. Because again, everything I was doing is divinely guided. So the fact that I kept shuffling Beyonce all day yesterday, she's also very relevant right now. Like, Whitney wants me to focus on Beyonce. So the fact that you guys are idolizing Beyonce, not even. You're not, okay, the way that you're treating her is the way that you guys treated Whitney, and Whitney is pissed. She is so angry. I saw another bird fly by. Ooh, thank you for the confirmations. She's very angry because you guys are doing it again. That's what she's saying. She's like, you guys are doing it again. Like, you're gonna miss her when she's gone. Just like how you miss me now. And I think that, okay. It's the fact that I think also these two came through because they're two people that are the only artists besides Celine Dion that my mom has ever mentioned, like American artists, that she's ever been a fan of. But they're two artists that I've never well, even though they've been a part of my life, my whole life, I've never been a stan of them. Like, I've never even, I don't even think I know that many songs by either of them. I think honestly a handful of each. Truly. So they also wanted to come through to be like, because you don't idolize me, I can come through. Like, you don't actually really care about us, so I can come through. That's what they're saying. Cause I don't. I'm like, they're people. I really do appreciate their talent. Like, when I see their talent, I'm like, ooh, they're very talented, but I'm not. Again, I didn't even know Michael Jackson's birthday. The only reason why I knew was because of Beyonce. You know what I mean? Like, that information was put upon me. I didn't know Whitney was a Leo. I had to look that up. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you right now what day her birthday is when I just looked it up. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't matter. It does not matter. It really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. The only thing that I was supposed to focus on was the fact that they're Virgos and Leos. Okay, I'm supposed to be talking to Virgos and Leos out there. Hey, hi, how you doing? Actually, no. Leo and Virgo season is important. Aren't they consecutive? They are consecutive. That makes sense. Leo and Virgo season is important. That's why I said that. That season. That's why I grouped them. Thanks. I understand now. I'm getting it quicker now. I'm doing better. But yeah, people, the whole, you're doing it to Beyonce. Whitney doesn't want you guys to idolize Beyonce because, like, they don't want you to not appreciate her art while she's here, but also do not make her a god, you know? Just use her as inspiration to now create your art. The way that Beyonce is, she's very much in her channeling era. She's very much channeling her art. That's why everyone is so appreciative of it as like a whole piece, like a masterpiece. People call her a masterpiece because she's channeling right now. She's someone who sits and waits. She sits and waits for the correct thing, like the correct, I don't know. What am I trying to say? The correct mix? Whatever. She's patient and listens. She's very intuitive. That's the thing. She's very intuitive with how she creates her art. And that's why people appreciate it. But if everyone else was just doing the same thing, you guys would get the same stuff. You would channel you'll channel your own masterpieces because you're all creative geniuses. You all have it in you because all that life you've done is so creative to you. No one else has lived your life to a T. No one has lived your life. They might have lived a few things at the same time as you. They might have experienced the same parents as you, but they didn't live your life. Like, your life was completely different. So your creative genius is in that. Your creative experience. Okay, now I'm supposed to go. I guess we're not. I'm curious if we're gonna get into cards, but okay, I pointed over there, so I'm supposed to use those cards. We're gonna keep going. So I heard don't care who they are as people, right? I talked about this in a video where I talked about Liam Payne when he died. I mentioned in that video that I started listening to artists that I stopped listening to because of this like sense of, oh, they're bad people, so I shouldn't be listening to their music type of thing. And like, I put myself on such a high horse, like I didn't make mistakes in life. And so I was meant to humble myself in that instance and pick these artists back up. And I meant to share who the people were. Oh my God, I'm nervous. It's fine, Louise, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're safe. So these three artists that I decided to start listening to again, I kind of went in order. I started listening to first Chris Brown, and then after that I started listening to Nicki Minaj, and then the hardest one to start listening to again was R. Kelly. And the whole point, the reason why I was supposed to do that was because those three in particular are three that very much channel their art, just like how Beyonce does. Those three very much channel their art. And so I was supposed to just appreciate the art and not them as people. Like, them as people does not matter. And that was my journey with music, like what I had to do with that. And so now, and I understood that to a degree, because most people on my phone, most people in my music library, I don't know what they look like. I couldn't even tell you if some were men or women. Like, that's how disconnected to the music on my phone I am. But there are some artists that I was a fan of. Well, not really a fan of, like, not them as people, but again, a fan of their art. But I had them as people attached to it, like their faces attached to it. You know what I mean? And then I was forced to also now learn information that I didn't really care to know about them, and it now swayed my view on them. And that was my journey. Like, I needed to experience that because I needed to now get to the point where that really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And I just heard some of you are like, oh, I'm not giving them my hard-earned money. Why are you idolizing money now? You're now idolizing money. You're worshiping money. Money does not matter. Again, in the grand scheme of things, money does not matter. Money will come and go. It's energy. Money is energy. So why are you holding it now above you? You're now making that God. Put that shit next to you and make it work for you like an assistant, like you're supposed to. Oh, I'm supposed to specifically mention Chris Brown. I don't know if he's watching this, but him in particular, like that, his art is very channeled. I'm circling this so much. He's very, very, very in touch. I'm hearing that's why he creates so much. Like, he's just very much just like hearing everything, just like, and then creates. He's very much channeling. That's what I'm getting with him. And then also with that same name, someone with the name Chris Brown, or someone with the name Chris or Brown in their name, I heard fuck them, and it came to money in particular, because I wrote that in green. Fuck them when it comes to money. That's going to be a specific message for you. I'm supposed to say again, them as people have nothing to do with the art. Someone is overthinking that message. Okay. I also got that whoever, especially singers who are watching this right now, I want you to start affirming everything I do is divinely guided, because it's going to allow you to stop overthinking those creative downloads that you're getting, because you'll know, like, just trust yourself. You're having a hard time trusting yourself. Trust yourself, breathe. everything you're doing is divinely guided. So that's the affirmation you need to start saying. Everything I do is divinely guided. Okay, MJ and Whitney, they are very giddy to work with you. They're very giddy. Like all the artists, all of them, not just them. Not me signing the names. You guys are gonna be signing your names soon? Ooh, okay, yeah, okay, you guys are getting it. You're getting it. That's why you guys have switched. And I even turned the page too to the next message, and it's like you guys jumped to the reality where this is happening. Okay, you believe it. Believe it. Continue to believe it. Continue, because they're giddy to work with you, but continue. Don't idolize them. Do not idolize them, okay? Because you don't know who's coming in. Your mixture of who's coming in is going to be completely different. Everyone's mixture is completely different, because some of you guys are second guessing yourselves because you're like, ooh, what if the same people come in and then I end up creating the same thing? You're overthinking again. Go back to everything is divinely guided. Everything is divinely guided. It'll come to you. It'll come. Believe it'll come. I'm even looking at the Muse Tarot right now. So you guys got your muse. You got your muse back. The name Chris could be significant too. Didn't I say that? I already said that. I already said that. And again, they're saying that's why I got these two, because I never idolized them ever. Like I've never idolized these two in my whole life, but I've always appreciated them as talent. That's why it was so easy for them to come through for me. So they're saying like that's exactly what you do. Like don't idolize them as people. Stick to the talent. Stick to the art. Stick to appreciating the art. Some of you guys are going to listen to some of these artists and completely create something and get downloads. You're going to get downloads as you're listening to these artists and now be able to create. So even if you're not feeling inspired right now, go listen to past artists, like artists who have passed on in particular, that you hold to a high regard. You're not supposed to idolize them. I don't want you to idolize them anymore. Remember, they are people. They are just people. And they are a reflection of you. So there's going to be some type of inspiration spark in their art that's going to get your spark back. They're very giddy to work with you. Like they are so sick of sitting on the sidelines, because I'm hearing that the music industry has been very stale. It hasn't been inspired because people just keep idolizing. You keep idolizing these dead people, when it's like, if you just keep us in the ground and just appreciate what we left behind, you guys would now get the inspiration. Okay, cool. We're gonna pull some cards for you. I think it's just gonna be this deck because that's the only one I was I was looking at the tarot. Okay. What do we have for this collective? The letter H. The letter H is coming up. The card that just flipped was healing, so. Vulnerability. So some of you guys might have been inspired by something that happened in your past, but you're scared to share it because you're scared how people will take it, like how people will absorb it. But that doesn't matter, because your art is for you. And if you create your art for you, then the correct people will find it. The people who will relate to it will find it if you are your most authentic self. It's people who try to create for the masses that then have these problems.